in this creative space in dealing with YouTube or any other content that you create, or maybe that you're even pondering about which platform you should be on, you decided to take a plunge. And in this deciding to take a plunge, and you have begun your content creation journey, and in the midst of it, have you ever felt fatigue? Have you ever felt like you wanted to quit because it may seem to you that it's not working? The results that you have hoped for is not resulting the way that you expect. Were you expecting a certain time frame that you should be getting results as far as views or subscribers or comments or engagements? Now, have you thought about just quitting altogether? I have been there, and many others have, even from time to time. Sometimes we may want to quit creating content. We may want to retire from doing content. Those that have received the success, received the accolades, and all of that. And those are the ones that say, okay, I'm pretty much finished. I've did what I needed to do. I've created what I wanted to create. I've made the content. I've received the accolades that I wanted to receive, and I received the payments that I wanted to make. I've made from 2K to 7K. Sometimes in my best months, I've made 12K at the most. And I've made 4K consistently. Those that have experienced that, they actually will say, okay, my work is done. It's going to repeat it. It's going to repeat itself. I don't need to make any more videos. Now, those that are on that spectrum, they can actually do that. They can fold their hands, fold their arms, and say, I have done that. I've met a lot of people. I've accomplished what I've wanted to accomplish. I can move on to the next phase. Now, I'm not speaking of those. I'm speaking of ones that are in the midst, and those that have started. Have you started a month ago, 2 months ago, or even 5 months ago, or even a year ago? And for you, you've mentioned that you've been consistent, and some have been consistent day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out. But discouragement, the feeling of how can I say this? That it's not progressing that it's not moving, the pace isn't moving the way that you want it to move, and then all of a sudden you want to just throw in the towel because that algorithm, you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I have the algorithm in my favor? What kind of videos can I create to make sure that the algorithm is in my favor? The truth is, there's no secret hacks. There is no secret. It's really consistency. You know, you see all these videos that, you know, their titles are secrets to getting more views on your video. You got to do A, B, and C. You have to choose your niche, or you have to find this, you have to find that. When it's truth be told, those are not secrets. Those are more of advice. So when someone says, oh, the secret to getting more views and to getting subscribers is you gotta do this, you gotta find your niche. Now, there's a problem with just depending on that advice. If you're just depending on that advice, you're gonna think, okay, I'll just, find my niche. So then you do just that within 1 or 2 months, or maybe even 3 months, 4 months, and for some reason, it may seem like you're not getting any views, and now it's discouraging now because you said, okay, I followed this advice, that advice, I followed it down to the all the way T. What is going on? And then by that time, you're like, okay, this doesn't work. People say they get paid, people, they're getting paid on YouTube. I'm seeing everyone else, celebrating their subscribers, and they're making videos about it. And, well, the advice to take heed in is don't be depending on going viral, because you never know which one of your videos will go viral. And that viral moment is when so many people have viewed your video all at one time that it makes a spark in the algorithm, and it catapults your channel to being viewed more often. Now, the best advice is stay consistent. You be consistent with every day just every day you post. And when you do that, don't harping on the views. Just post your videos of high energy, and even post videos when you're not feeling so hot, when you're going through something, post those videos as well, because then that algorithm will reach your audience. Your audience will start to form, and then your tribe will be developed. Now, I hope this helps, just puts it in perspective for you, So for me, I'm right there in the trenches. And so everything that I'm talking about in my video, I am going through it, and there's been a few times to where like I'm like, oh, this is this is tiring. And sometimes I catch myself, you know, putting my energy on, okay, how many views did I get? What's my office and A, B, and C? And then I said, wait a minute, I can't be doing it just for that. And I tell myself, you know, just have some fun. Whatever video that you feel like making, whether you're making a mukbang, start adding some variety to your channel. That way people will have more to watch. Now, people love options. And then it's like sometimes I talk to myself in the third person and I say, don't you like having options? And I'm like, hell yeah, I do. I like having options. Options are fun. They're not boring. But yeah. All right, y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, be consistent. Have a good one, y'all.